dear students. Welcome to today's session. In this session, let us understand a new topic from the lesson Periodic Classification of Elements. And today's topic is Newland's Law of Octaves. In the year 1869, John Newlands arranged the elements in the increasing order of their atomic masses. I repeat, John Newland, he was a scientist. He arranged the elements in the increasing order of their atomic masses. While he was arranging these elements, he started with the element which is having the lowest atomic mass, that is the hydrogen, because you might have been observed that hydrogen was placed in the first position in the periodic table because it is having the lowest atomic mass. So Newland started with the element which is having the lowest atomic mass, that is from the hydrogen, and he ended at the thorium, which was the 56th element during that time. Clear? He started from the hydrogen and he ended at thorium. While he was arranging these elements, he found something new. That is, he found every eighth element had the properties which is similar to that of first element. This is the law of octaves. I repeat, this is the law of octaves. What does the law of octaves says? Law of octaves says every eighth element had the properties similar to that of first element. Then how can we understand this? Okay, let us look at this table. You can see there are so many elements which are being arranged in this table, correct? So how does this law of octaves is been followed? Let us see. Let us suppose start from the hydrogen, and hydrogen will be considered as the first element, followed by lithium, second, beryllium, third, boron, 4, fifth will be carbon, sixth will be nitrogen, seventh will be oxygen, and again the eighth element will be the fluorine, correct? Now the hydrogen and fluorine are having the similar property, because as I told you, the law of octave says every eighth element possesses the property similar to that of first element. It had the property to that of first element, correct? So because of that, hydrogen and fluorine are having the similar property. I'll give you one more example. So now let us start from lithium. So consider now lithium as the first element, okay, followed by beryllium 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Now lithium and sodium are also having the similar property. Why? As the law of octave says, every eighth element had the properties similar to that of first. Correct? While he was doing this, while he was seeing this property, he found out something new which is called as periodicity. I repeat, he found out periodicity between the elements. What is meant by periodicity? The periodicity is nothing but the repetition of the property. As I told you now, hydrogen and fluorine, they are having a similar property. Hydrogen and fluorine are having the similar property. Lithium and sodium are also having the similar property. Beryllium and magnesium also having similar property. Boron and aluminum, they are also having the similar property, right? So this repetition he called as the periodicity. Clear? Now you hope you all have understood what is law of octaves and how it is being seen in the periodic table. And as he was seeing this, every eighth element had the property which is similar to that of first element. He has correlated his property to one of the famous tone which is called as sa re ga ma pa da ni sa. Because in sa re ga ma pa da ni sa, the first letter sa and the eighth letter is also sa, which is having the similar property. So this law of octaves, he just assumed, he was just correlating to one of the famous Indian music tone which is called as sa re ga ma pa da ni sa. Here both the sas are having the similar properties. Clear? But later Newland's periodic table found with some of the limitations, because you can see that in the Newland's periodic table there are two elements in some of the slots. There are two elements. Actually, this is the wrong order of arrangement. There should be only one element in one slot, but there are two elements in some of the slot. Hence, this is the limitation. It is the wrong order of the arrangement done by the Newland. So now let us understand what are the limitations of Newland's law of octaves. Table follows. It was found that the law of octaves was applicable only up to calcium, as after calcium, every eighth element did not possess the property similar to that of first. I repeat, it was found that the law of octaves. What is the law of octaves? Every eighth element had the properties similar to that of first. So this was applicable only up to the element calcium, and after the calcium, every eighth element which was present after the calcium, it was not following the property which is similar to that of first. So then how can we see this? Let us look at this table. If you look at this table, you can see that, as I told you, the law was applicable till the calcium, and whatever the new element which were found after the calcium, like chromium, titanium, manganese or iron, whatever the new element which are found after the calcium, they were not fit into the law of octaves because they were not following the property of law of octaves. Clear? So the next limitation is, Newland assumed that there were only 56 elements which were existed in the nature, and there will be no more elements which would be discovered in the future. It was just his assumption. He thought that there will be only 56 elements in future, there will be no more elements which has been discovered by anyone. He thought like that. But later, his assumption became wrong. There were several new elements which were found later, which was been discovered later by so many chemists, and those elements which were being discovered later, they were not having the properties which can be fit into the table of law of octaves. I mean, whatever the elements which were discovered in future, those elements were not following the law of octaves. What is law of octaves? Again, it is the every eighth element which had the property similar to that of first. Correct. So that was not being followed by the elements which are being discovered later. Clear? So the next limitation is, Newland, he has kept some of the elements. In order to fit the elements in his into his table, Newland has adjusted two elements in the same slot. You can see the cobalt and nickel and cesium and lanthanum. If you look at this table, you can see there are two elements which are kept in the same slot. Actually, this is the wrong order of arrangement. So we should always have to see that there should be only one element in the one slot. There should not be two elements in the single slot. So this order of arrangement was wrong, which has been done by Newland. Correct? And the chlorine, cobalt and nickel, which were not having the similar property, but it was kept in the same table. So this is also one of the limitation. So the next limitation is, he also put some of the unlike elements under the same note. So let us see what are those unlike elements. So let us see the table. So he adjusted two elements in one group, as I told you, the cobalt and nickel, which we have seen. Correct? The cobalt and nickel, which we have seen. So they are the unlike element which was kept in the same table, and cesium and lanthanum. Because this is the wrong order of arrangement. It was not correct. This should not be done. And then if we see that iron, it resembles the property of cobalt. Iron, it resembles the property of cobalt. Means they are having the same property, similar properties. But iron and cobalt was placed far away. They are not kept in the same group. It is again the wrong order of arrangement. If the elements are having the same property, it has to be kept in the same group. Correct? Whereas the iron and cobalt were having the similar property, but they were placed far away. And we can also see that the cobalt, nickel and chlorine, they do not have any common property. They all are having the different property. Like see, for example, the cobalt and nickel are the metals and the chlorine is a non-metal. correct? But if we see, they are put in the same group, they are kept in the same group. Again, this is also the wrong order of arrangement. If the elements are not having the similar property, they should not be kept in the same group, correct? But if we look at the chlorine, cobalt and nickel, they are having the different property, because as I told you, cobalt and nickel are the metal, whereas the chlorine is a non-metal. Even though their placement was in the same group, actually this placement was not perfect, it had some issues. And these issues, if you see, like the iron, cobalt and nickel were placed very far away and had similar properties. And if you see the chlorine, cobalt and nickel, they are having the different properties and they were kept together. So these issues were having so many problems in during that time. So these are all some of the major limitations which could be seen in the Newland's law of octaves, right? But even though he was having all these limitations in his table, only one of the common thing which he had found in this table was the periodicity. The periodicity was one of the common thing. He was having the lot of problems in his table, but one common thing which he was found was the periodicity. He could see that some of the elements were having the similar properties, so that periodicity was one of the major thing which was existed in his table. May the way he was found elements was incorrect, but the periodicity was occurred in his table, correct? So these are the limitations of the Newland's law of octaves. Now let us move towards some of the questions in the next session. Thank you.